believe that you do not deserve better, then they win. But the fact is, it is a lie.
So we talked last week. We had pre-taped an interview with a representative of the Animation Guild, who are currently in negotiations with AMPTP, which is the big
Hollywood studios.
Yeah, the union of Hollywood studios, so we talked about their negotiations, some of the things that they're pushing for, particularly there's a big focus on AI. They held a rally last week and Adam Conover spoke at it. And there was a clip of him going around on TikTok and Twitter that was, holy crap, that was really, really good. I don't know if he's ever going to get another acting job in Hollywood because of how active and out front he has been on the union stuff. But I mean, if he wants to, I think he could go really far in the union world, leadership of the Writers Guild or the Screen Actors Guild, and then maybe even parlaying that into some bigger office in the AFL-CIO potentially. I mean, he's really, really been doing some good work here. And so I wanted to play this clip for you. I'm just going to play it for you in full. It is, just really, really cool, talking about respect from the bosses and, how important, or maybe not how important it is. Let's take a listen.
There's something that I want to hear you never say again, because something that workers in this town say all too often is we say, you know what, they don't respect us. They don't respect what we do. They don't respect animation. They don't respect writing. They don't respect whatever your craft is, right? And that's why they won't give us what we deserve. And the next time you hear someone say that, I want you to tell them that is exactly what the companies want you to say. They want you to believe that their respect fucking matters. It does not. You do not need their respect because they will never give it to you. I sat across the table from Carol Lombardini and all of those lawyers. I saw how they look at us. They belittle, they attack, they denigrate, and they do that strategically because they know if they can make you believe that you do not deserve better, then they win. But the fact is, it is a lie. Your work makes these people hundreds of millions of dollars. No one else's. Your work. They need you. Their respect. They need you. Their respect doesn't matter. What matters is your respect for yourself. And if you respect yourself enough to say, you know what, I will not work for you until I get what I deserve, then you will fucking win.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So I think a lot of people could stand to take that to heart in their contract negotiations with their employer. The respect the employer has for you is not super important. It's a nice to have. It's nice to have that kind of human to human respect. But if they don't give it to you, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just have to have respect for yourself and your fellow workers. So that was really cool to see. And really cool to see that kind of cooperation across crafts, right? Adam is in the Writers Guild and the Screen Actors Guild. But this was not a Writers Guild or Screen Actors Guild rally. This was a rally for the Animation Guild. And so, there are a lot of people that have this, this kind of idea of, my union should only be looking out for our members' interests, for my interests. And that's just not the way that unions should be operating, and that's not the way that Adam is operating. And so that's something that I really appreciate. And hope that we continue to see more out of him and more of that mindset about the importance of solidarity and supporting other people in other crafts, particularly in our industry, because particularly in the industry that you're in, the working conditions and the wages and everything of other crafts, of other people, even if they're outside of your union, has a direct impact on you and your members. And so it's important, even just from a self-interest perspective, to do everything that we can to support one another in our various fights. So that was awesome.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. And like you said, I really appreciate the spirit of solidarity because you are right. There are some union folks, unfortunately, who do think of things very insular. They think about just what's happening inside their local. They don't want to even, in some cases, you have locals who won't even cooperate with other locals of their same union, much less other unions in the area, or, and so that always is mind blowing because the whole concept of unions is strength in numbers. We come together and we're stronger because we do that. So really, I appreciate his leadership there and look forward to Animation Guild getting a great contract that they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. Teamsters 630 Dairy Workers gives a thumbs up to that clip. Steve said, and this is important to note, that SAG video game actors are on strike right now, and ACTRA, the Canadian version of SAG, has been on strike against commercial companies for about 2 years. And that's true, and we actually heard from one of those strikers at Labor Notes. I don't know if you remember that, Adam, but in the closing plenary, they had one of the commercial actors from Canada's Actors Union speak, and they've been on strike for almost 2 years. And Jada in the chat says chills. Wow, yeah, absolutely. I got a little bit emotional almost the first time that I listened to it. You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.